Good afternoon, everyone, on this beautiful Valentine's Day in 2014. It's really beautiful here in Nacogdoches. 2 days ago, it was really icy and bad, and today it's beautiful and sunny outside. So I hope everyone is having a blessed day with their special love. And if you don't have a special love, then you got Jesus who loves you more than anybody else anyway. So thank the Lord for that. Um, what I wanted to talk about today is Malachi 3 about tithing. I know it's not a very popular subject for everyone, but I think I got something. Well, I know I got something the other day that was pretty interesting about tithing. A lot of times people have a problem with tithing because they look at it as like, oh, well, here's another preacher talking about tithing. They just want money from me. They just want money to build their church bigger or to get another bus or, to do something like that. But if you really read Malachi and examine it, it really shows that tithing is for our benefit, you know, and God, this is the only verse is also where God says, put me to the test to something. Put me to the test and see if I don't come through for you. You give me a little and I give you an abundance of things. And that's what he's saying. And also I found another little point that I think is pretty interesting. Okay, so I'm going to read it now. Malachi 3, 8, starting out at 8. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offering. You are cursed with a curse. By ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in thine house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. And I will rebuke the devourer for your sake, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time in the field, saith the Lord of hosts. Okay. So first of all, you see in verse 10 that he says, prove me, which means test me. Test me to see if you don't give to the poor, or if you don't give to my house, to your local church or anywhere else. Test me and see that if I don't take care of you and make your house abundant. And that doesn't necessarily mean just money. It can mean, actually here it appears to be speaking more of food, because it says tithes and offering, and tithes means tenth. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people are asked well, where does the tenth come from? Well, tithes means tenth in Hebrew. So he's saying, if you give food to the church, because some people don't have money, but they can bake really good, or they can cook really good, and they cook for the church, and they take care of, functions and different things like that, or they cook for the poor. Where I go to church sometimes, and I go help out on Wednesdays and Fridays in Ranger, Texas, is the Church of God and Prophecy, and every Wednesday and Friday, they cook for people who are less fortunate, and they drive around and take to different places and different homes to feed them, which that's tithing, you know. Um, and I've am a complete witness to, I've gone and helped and do that when I can, when I'm not working. And I'll tell you, I've been very broke sometimes there in Ranger, and I have not gone hungry. And like it says in Psalms, my children, I've been old and I've been poor, but I've never seen a righteous person their children starve. And I'm not saying I'm righteous, but I'm righteous because he made me righteous with his righteousness on me, but me, myself, I'm not very righteous. But my children don't go hungry, and I don't go hungry. And I will have to say that I believe in my heart that that's a big part of it. It's because I help people with food and take care of them and do things like that. My other point was, and this just came to me, and I don't know why, and I've never realized it before. But in verse 11 it says, and I will rebuke the devourer. Well, if you read in 1 Peter 5:8, who is the devourer? Satan is the devourer. The devil is the devourer. He comes like a roaring lion, seeing who he can devour. So God is saying right here, if you tithe, if you give of yourself, and I will give so much back to you. And and not in just that you're helping people, but at the same time, I will keep the devil away from you. I will keep Satan from you and in your things and your family and stuff like that. And also, if you look at it, what came to me in the spirit when I got that was Job, because Satan literally devoured everything he had. He devoured his land, he devoured his food, he devoured his children, he devoured his health, he devoured everything, almost his sanity to a point. The only thing he couldn't devour was his relationship with God, because Job wouldn't break. So I've never heard anybody speak that before, and it just kind of came to me, and then I put it with First Peter, and I was like, man, the devourer is Satan. So God's saying here, you give, and I'm going to give you so much more back in return. That's a win-win, and at the same time, I'm going to rebuke the devourer. I'm going to keep Satan from you, and that's just a beautiful, beautiful thing, you know. And I thought I'd share it with all of y'all. Once again, I hope you have a blessed Valentine's Day. And I love my children so much, and I love you, Nico and Landon, and I hope y'all are having a Valentine's Day there in Ranger, a blessed one in Ranger. And I love all of y'all. Wake and watch for Yeshua. God is love, and I love God.